Right on the set.
Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. As the Oracle foretold, two idiots who would misinterpret the news so you don't have to. Live from Deltona, Florida, the avatars themselves, Jack and Laz.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another, it's Friday edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the Shroud of the Avatar news so you don't have to do anything other than question your own personal life choices and ours. Giveaways are open-ish. If you are a Shroud player, you need to get in on the streamer bundles by going to twitch.tv/Cynicist and twitch.tv/NBNN News and bang, bundle me. I apologize for appearing to be a little tardy. My internet decided to do weird shit right before.
Dropped right at the beginning of the show.
Right, like just went down. I restarted routers and everything else. Earlier they were marking my property. But hey, if you're looking for Steam key giveaways, you need to go to twitch.tv/NBNN News and bang, I love free shit. Then follow that up with coming to my side, twitch.tv/Cynicist. No, I'm live now. I'm live. And bang the boot. Bang it hard. Yeah. It just takes time. Let's go see if I'm actually live. Edge.tv.
Let's take his pulse.
Now it went live. See? Delay.
Little bit of delay.
So which cat fell in the pool today?
Oh, so you heard
that's
that
when
before you dropped, yeah.
That is right when I dropped.
Yeah, I was watching you on Zoom, and I just looked over there, and I says, "Hey, cat fell in the pool again today," and all of a sudden you were just like frozen. I'm like, is he frozen or is he really intent on looking at the work laptop over there? Because it looked like you were really, yeah. And I was like, oh, fuck, he's frozen up. But Rusty took a dive into the pool again today.
Did Rusty jump into the pool chasing something, or
you
walking
know,
on the edge just flipped over?
It was interesting. Okay, let me start with, I got up and came out of my room, went to the restroom, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
And I come out and go into the living room, and I looked over and I saw him sitting on the chair by the window up by the front of the house, and
Yeah.
he didn't look right. And I got a little closer up and took a look, and I mean, you could just tell he was soaking wet, just soaking wet. He had that wet cat look with all the fur all pointed and messed up. And then I went to look out at the pool to see
Yeah.
what but then I noticed there was a puddle of water in the kitchen. There was a puddle of water in the living room. Not big puddles, but I guess where he had just
Yeah, there
tried
are
to.
puddles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I came out here to my office area, and like the rug right near the door is like all wet, where it looks like he was like rolling around trying to dry off. So I looked out by the pool, and I didn't see any wet areas. But I mean, I'm like, well, how else could he have gotten wet?
Yeah.
So I went to my phone and looked at some of my clips, and as I got to the clips, one clip, the pool is really flat and still, and then the next clip, you can see the pool water is all been disturbed, but it didn't actually catch him, so I had to actually go to the DVR. But then at that point, I had a time frame. I had like an 8-minute time frame between where I could look, so it made it a lot easier. And it looks like I tried to get a clip before the show, but my DVR is not cooperating, and maybe I'll have a clip on Monday for everybody. But it looks like he went to the edge of the pool to maybe try and get a drink. He likes to drink out of the pool. And the next thing, looks like he just lost his footing and fell in. But the funny thing is where he was drinking, there's a step there. And I mean, the step would only be about, halfway up his legs where he fell in. But I guess as soon as he lost his footing, he panicked and started swimming. Because right where he was, he could have just, stood in the water without getting too wet. But he then swam to the side of the pool and got himself out like he did last time. Yeah, poor Rusty. You'd think he'd have healthier respect for the pool at this point. But anyway, welcome to today's show, boys and girls. It is Fruck Awesome Friday, March 6th, 2026, here inside and outside Shroud of the Avatar. And before we get started, I promised a good friend of the show, Maynard, that we would take a pause today because Maynard lost a very good friend yesterday, and he called me up, just told me he wasn't feeling really good, and he was down and out because his friend basically took his own life, and that really bummed him out.
That sucks.
So as I told him, he asked, if we could just give a moment of silence for his friend here on today's show. So we're going to just take a quick pause for a moment of silence for Maynard's friend. Okay. Maynard, sorry for your loss, my friend. Sorry to hear that too. Maynard's been having computer problems as of late. He's got like 4 machines in the shop right now, and he's trying to become the next DJ on WRFB Radio Free Britannia. But his machines keep crapping out on him. But as soon as he does, I will let you all know when you'll be able to tune in and catch Maynard on the radio here on Radio Free Britannia. So,
Yeah.
but meanwhile, again, sorry for your loss, and prayers go out to your friends, family, and yourself. Yeah. Yeah, Tina is. We know very well about that. Again, if you remember the Erie Fund, we did a whole long thing and fundraiser for that kind of thing here several years ago, along with a whole bunch of other good causes. But yeah, it is tough when that happens. Yeah, and if you're having problems, please reach out to somebody. There's always somebody out there to talk to. Things aren't all always that hopeless. So,
No. Yeah.
but anyway, moving right along. Let's get to the big
Final day.
announcement of the day. That's right, final day.
Final day for the Wine Cabinet Ultra Rare bonus. The 10K and 6K Kodo packs 20% off sale ends tonight, and qualifying Kodo packs will receive a bonus ultra rare wine cabinet and bottle set. This offer ends tonight. After that, ultra rare wine cabinets will be gone forever. See the 10K and 6K Kodo pack webpages for more info.
Which is
That's
probably
based off of Ravelox's comment.
Yeah, let's see how much more info is actually on those pages. I doubt there's any really more info. Where would it be? Add-ons.
Yeah. To qualify for bonus items, purchase Kodos must be claimed by logging into the game where the special offer is active. Please note the bonus items will be delivered the week of March 23rd. Because
Yes.
it's yes.
So I'm guessing you can buy them either in game or off the website.
It is something.
Yeah, they don't actually say that, but I'm guessing both are true for that. Delivered? Are they sure?
Yeah, no, I mean,
You get them from the Vault 2.0, and it's introduced this summer. Sentinel, you're too much. But actually, these items are supposed to be complete and ready to be delivered before they actually went on sale, believe it or not. So, yeah, no, just kidding about that or joking about that. We understand the reality of that and the possibilities that might be absolutely true. Again, um, getting things delivered on those actual timelines um, is not always as realistic as it sounds. Speaking of realistic, did you get some streamer bundles yesterday?
I did not.
Oh, see, now we're doing the opposite.
The fuck?
Yeah, because you had enough. Yeah, see, this is getting ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm gonna run out.
How many do you have now?
Hold on. I have 6 in my inventory, and so I have 31 total.
31 total. Okay.
So 31 total will take us 2 weeks, so 2.5 weeks into the month.
Let's see, 10, 20, 10. That's 14 per week, right? 2, 4, 6, 8,
28.
10,
Yeah.
12 per week.
Well, today we're going to get rid of 2 more.
Right, but we give away 2 extras on
Or-
Tuesdays, so you got to add those extra 2. So
Yeah.
12, 24. You'll make it about 3 weeks in,
Yeah.
and
And then I'll be out.
and then you'll be asking me for streamer bundles.
Yes.
Oh, here, let's do
I
this
mean,
right now then, because
if you're going to go so far into doing that, you might as well sit there and say, okay, you have this many to get to 50. I'm going to mail out the difference.
yeah, that's what should be happening. That would be my 2 cents, and I guess I'll have to call up Laney and say,
Yeah.
listen, fill us up to 50 if that's the case. Don't just leave us hanging,
Yeah.
because you're causing problems with getting them out to people properly, and then we have to sit there and figure out how we're going to get you know uh
How we're going to do these things and what
yeah
happens if we have a stream where we're like, okay, we're going to reward everybody for just hanging out and doing whatever.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Because what happens if I say things like, everybody that enters in today will get a streamer button?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I mean, let's disenfranchise as many people as possible. Crafty's like, no more fence. The fence got put over here on the side.
Yeah, the fence is moved.
That way, so that way we can keep Lomir out of the property. You see how he's outside the fence? That's right. You can watch from the peanut gallery.
Yeah, spectators.
We don't have a solid fence. We don't have a solid fence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a place to tie your horses to.
Yes.
If something like that actually worked.
Yeah, well, that's the half-assed elements of Shroud. It's like, we're going to put in a hitching post, but we're not going to make it functional, which is tie your horse up to it.
Rock says streamers who possess bundles from the prior month will not be eligible to receive more bundles. Well, see, that would just exclude like everybody.
Everybody, yeah.
Yeah. You won last month, you don't get to enter this month, and then first off, well, while we may have a way of tracking that, I'm not going to do that. First off, second off, if they're gonna finally get what do they call it, drops done, which again Ravlox keeps talking about, but
It's not going to happen.
Not gonna happen.
That requires way too much development time in order to do that. I mean, he's randomly working on a spider dungeon that I don't recall seeing a wish list for. Yeah, we don't need, and is not moving us towards episode 2, 3, 4, and 5, because we should be in episode 5 right now.
Yes.
And we should be exploring massive elements of the world, yet we haven't even seen episode 2. Yeah.
It's been recorded.
Yeah. Sentinel's like, I won't be alive when they start working on episode 5. I don't think anybody's going to be alive when they finish episode 3.
Not at this rate.
No. And so I will say this, as far as their fundraising efforts, they need to go back to the concept of the telethons in order to get more interest and turn around and turn your postmortem into your monthly telethon and $5 purchases are going to get assets, and that way you can use that to staff up the organization. When you stop doing those things, you lose out on easy money.
Indeed. All right, anyway, moving right along. Where is Steve? Is Steve with us today? Yes, he is.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to be getting to a couple of your complaints today, as always.
I have complaints.
Oh.
Well, yeah. You ready for...
I haven't done anything for a while.
Well, this one, these are from actually end of last month. We're just getting around to them.
Gotcha.
Sentinel says complaints. I call them observations. Yes, these are observations, but also complaints. You ready for Anthem of Alacrity?
I got to go way back in the list because saying who wrote it doesn't help me find it. The Anthem of Alacrity, not always applying to the pet. As a bard skill, this is an area effect skill, so when cast and active, it should apply to friendly targets. I have noticed, though, that it does not always do this despite being active, specifically not always applying to the pet. I have not tested with other players to see if it applies every time or not to them. May test with dabs later. It does seem to be when there's a distance between me and the pet. When I press the key for the skill, it won't apply despite moving closer before and after releasing the key. Also been noticed in multiple scenes. And Dabs verifies that Anthem of Alacrity is not applying as it should. The song will cast the song effect around the avatar circles. The glyph shows under the avatar, but it's just an indicator glyph that the spell is active, is in effect for a certain time limit, but none of the effects. I have observed this in the well and the zombie pool of tartar sauce. I will try to follow up with a screenshot. One of my struggles. What pets have you noticed this? I test the buff applied successfully every time to a water elemental and a young water dragon. I tested an NPC town and a basement and Well of Alder. There's an old bug that was fixed where the skill wouldn't follow the caster. Have you tried moving to the pet where you cast the skill? See if it applies there. And I use the Red Eye Snarler, and my players have described above. And I'm very proficient at using my pet and bard skills, and it does not happen every time. I run around a lot areas. As per the picture, the AA glyph is cast on me, but no benefits, and no benefits on the pet. Let's go see if we can actually look at the image.
Yeah, he's got a little.
Where is the pet?
Right, the image is, yeah. Let's see if I can blow that up.
I'm trying to locate the pet in this image. Where is the Red Eye Snarler?
You can see its health bar.
You can see its health bar, but where is it in the image?
Yeah.
Probably fighting the wyvern, but it should apply to the health bar.
Yes, but if the pet is outside of the range of the spell, it won't apply.
And yeah.
You found I was right next to the pet and it wasn't applying.
All right. Hold on. I got some bard gear right here. Swap my gear and then summon my Tyrion, and I'm set him to stay. Then I can come right here. Stay here. Okay, and then I can just go to Anthem of Alacrity. And right there, you can see that outside of the range of the spell.
I don't see the spell even being on you here.
Oh, it's on me, but it's not on. But moving closer to the pet is not applying to the pet. So let's see right here. Now it's on both.
Yeah, I see it on Tyrion now.
Yeah, and now that I moved away from Tyrion, it is Shroud logic.
I have
It technically should be up
to outside the range, gone in close to the pet, and it's not applied it.
Well,
it doesn't happen every time.
The weird thing is, like, so if you look at Tyrion right now, okay, so I'm going to cast it right by him. Then I'm going to run away. It should not be recycling on Tyrion right now. So you look at Tyrion's buff bar and you can see that it's reapplying Anthem of Alacrity, even though I'm out of range.
Yeah, now what I'm curious about is...
depends on your range.
Oh, I mean, it's like... that was a pretty far distance that I just ran away before it finally stopped. So...
Thing is,
once it's cast near him,
if you cast it near him, then wouldn't it just be on him no matter how far away you go?
Yeah.
It wasn't an issue casting it near him. It was an issue casting it far away, and then you run up close to the pet, and it doesn't apply.
Or am I just not registered? So it's still on him.
So the
repeating.
Description of Anthem of Alacrity says a high-energy marching song that periodically pulses a movement speed boost to all friendly targets within the song's radius. All friendly targets within the song's radius. So you have to be within the radius when it's cast in order for it to take effect.
No, it should take effect when it comes within that radius, surely. Not when you cast it.
Now, again, all spells take effect upon casting. That's like saying I cast a heal spell, radius of heal, but you walked into it and then you got the effect. No, it only happens when you're within the radius upon casting. You can't walk into it.
Let me do some testing.
Like here, if we go over here,
and the range is not that far either for the initial cast.
Like Healing Blast, very powerful healing spell that is only usable on other and gains a bonus. But if I do the blast and you're not in the range when it's cast, you can't come into range and get its benefit after the fact.
Okay, so we have order right in here. Let's summon Tyrion right there.
Where did you go?
I'm on the street. So come over to the street.
I see you. And Tyrion's now on the other side. Okay, you moved him.
Okay, so if we look here, I am casting Anthem of Alacrity. This is what, about 15 meters?
Yeah.
15 meters away. It did not.
I got it outside the range of your graphic.
I shared the screen, and I cast Anthem of Alacrity and Melody of Mending. Mending applied. Anthem of Alacrity didn't. I can't even talk now. Anthem of Alacrity did not apply. Melody of Mending did. Both cast from the same spot.
So at this range right now, Tyrion is not getting either Anthem of Alacrity or Melody of Mending. But if I move a little bit closer, he got the Alacrity pulse, but not the Mending pulse.
Okay, let me ask you a question. What is your
now? I had to move a little bit closer
on Anthem.
Oh, my
Alacrity?
range?
Yeah.
Oh, it's 140.
Mine's 7.5.
Let's see. Where does it? Radius 8.
Okay. Steve, what's your radius?
So 8 meters.
No idea.
It says it under your skill. Open your skill tree and go look at it.
Yeah, it says radius.
Not seeing it.
So where it's got the stack and then cooldown, and then it will say radius.
You forget the pulse. All X seconds, the skill refresh. So if you have to be in radius during the refresh to get the skill.
Yeah, but it's very inconsistent. It's been Shroud law mathed.
It's Shroud, right?
Yeah, it's Shroud logic and Shroud math that make no sense.
I've got no radius on Melody of Mending. I got 7.9 on Anthem of Alacrity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What-
what
like
on
if I'm-
Anthem?
On Discord.
What's your radius? I didn't hear it.
7.9 on Alacrity.
Okay, so you got about 8 meters like Jack does.
I've just got cast Melody of Mending and Anthem of Alacrity. None are applying to my pet. Running towards my pet.
Okay, Melody of Mending doesn't have a
close to-
radius, so that's a
But it's
different
working.
story.
Well,
Both working this time.
the radius is nebulous
right.
Shroud logic.
You watch my Discord shared screen, they both applied that time. It doesn't happen every time.
It's very inconsistent because like right here, Tyrion is getting both Melody of Mending and Anthem of Alacrity. Wait, did I cast the wrong spells?
I don't know,
Oops,
let me see.
I did. Yeah, I did.
I see both of them on Tyrion now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to cast them both again.
Again, we can't see what you're doing, Steve, even though you're live in
Shared screen
Discord.
on Discord.
Yeah, this is a little bit beyond bugged.
That time, just Melody of Mending applied.
There's some Shroud logic going on.
Standing in the same spot each time, and one time both applied, another time only one applied. So yeah, it's definitely buggy for starters.
And I hate the way that they do the pulse and everything. What do you mean? Check your pet gear.
But I should be able to cast from this distance, and both should apply. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, and it's a Anthem of Alacrity that is buggy. And I think there was one other
are you
well.
changing your camera angle or anything?
Nope, I'm facing my pet.
There's Shroud mouth related to this shit.
And you're within range.
No,
Yeah.
I'm standing outside of range.
Well, if you're outside of range, it's not going to
Well-
work. That's what I'm trying to
No,
tell
no,
you.
no, 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 no. I'm
He's-
casting outside
he's-
of range, and then I'm running up to my pet.
Again, doesn't work like that.
Yeah, it does sometimes. Sometimes it applies, sometimes it doesn't.
I would not expect it to work like that, where after it was cast and you run up to it, it would apply.
Melody of Mending apply every time, and Anthem of Alacrity only applies sometimes.
Shroud logic.
It's buggy.
Oh. Good luck on that one. Let's get back to the topic. Before we get back to the
Okay.
topic, though, it is that time, so let us stop and pull some streamer bundles.
Before we run out. And boom, shakalaka. Going to be getting my
Fortune.
streamer bundle. I still want them to have AoE skills actually tied to the actual range of the spells. So you have a visual indicator of what the actual range is. not everything being the same one.
The thing is,
Well-
if you're playing music, you're playing a tune that gives a buff. When you walk into the range of someone walks into that range, that should apply to them if it should apply to them, i.e., if they're friendly.
Steve,
Or a negative
you're
effect if it's
preaching to the
negative.
choir on these things. But
Hallelujah.
you also
Hallelujah.
know that shroud logic is not something that can ever be applied anywhere.
You're welcome, Morgan.
Because does shroud logic actually?
Congrats to winners, by the way.
Yeah, like, when I go and try and heal somebody and your pet walks in the way, but your pet gets it even though somebody else is targeted.
Yeah. Yeah, you have a specific player targeted and you're casting spells on other people. Shroud logic.
All right, back to Econdis next.
Next time this happens, try going back to where you originally used AA and see if it applies. I don't understand your reply. I don't apply random, hence the report and the scenes listed. So what you're saying is we have to remember where we cast it, go halfway across the scene to where we cast it, teleport pet to where we cast it. Should not have to do this. Skill should follow you about being an area of effect. I agree, but take a look at this previous bug. I wasn't able to reproduce this easily, so I'm trying to determine if perhaps the old bug is still happening, albeit occasionally. If possible, the next time you notice the issue, if you happen to recall where you last used AA and go back to that spot and the buff appears on you and your pet, then we know what the issue is.
Yeah, well, see, according to the description of the skill, you shouldn't be getting the effect, only the friendlies in the area. Let me get
Laz,
back here.
you know how great they are about a lot
I
of
know.
things. And this
So
is...
I'm not a friend to myself.
Well, you're gonna find that out here in a moment on one of these other ones. So here,
Yeah.
No, you actually loathe yourself.
continue on.
And then, are you noticing the issue happening with Red Snarler? Does it happen with other pets? I paid close attention tonight, and the Anthem of Alacrity was always applied to my pet as long as the pet was within range, which is pretty short. Also, the overall duration of the skill is about half of many other bard skills. Once again, the issue happens in the Well of Outer and Tartar Sauce zombie pool. I understand bard range and have a huge range as well. On top of it, when barding, it is a must to be within range for it to hit. I am reporting that the glyph shows up under my health bar, just like in the picture I have submitted, but does not apply any of the benefits. This is a random issue in the same scenes. I'd also like to note that I am up close tamer and barding machine. I also use melee. I agree. I believe this to be the same bug type.
Okay, let's go see what that other bug is
Okay.
real quick.
And that is Anthem of Alacrity is a totem. I do not see if the visual effects is applying incorrectly. It will show centered on the player as they move around a scene, or if the spell is set up incorrectly. Okay, we can actually test this really easily again. Okay, so come here. Fucking stand. I hate this game. Okay. So Laz, come back to the street. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Anthem of Alacrity, watch Tyrion's spells, and then I'm going to teleport Tyrion to me. And if you see that Anthem of Alacrity is now applied.
I can't.
Oh wait,
even
that was
target
Melody of
Tyrion.
Mending. That was a Melody of Mending. Whoopsies.
Well, see, I was within
Okay.
range of that, so I should have been. I can't
Okay,
even
you ready
target
for this?
Tyrion. Hold on.
Okay, so Anthem of Alacrity's on me, targeting, ported, and nothing there.
Again, I can't even target Tyrion, which I should be able to do since we're in a party.
Yeah. So Anthem of Alacrity is running, and I am not doing anything, even though I ported him after I cast it. So now I cast it on him. I'm going to run away, which is outside of range. And Anthem of Alacrity finally stopped charging on it.
I still see.
If I return to range, it is there. Away. It drops off. Run back in. It adds back.
Yeah, see, I can't even target Tyrion for some reason, which is stupid.
Shroud logic, man.
Yeah.
Shroud logic.
All right, moving right along.
Yeah. And I don't know if this is visual display is displaying incorrectly. It showed centered on the player as they moved around the scene, or the spell is set up. When casting Anthem of Alacrity, the area of effect is only area affected when cast it. I'm so willing. Just copied and pasted.
Continue.
Observe FX is centered on the player at their current position. Observe the Anthem of Alacrity is not applied to any or by players at all. Ugh, from 4 years ago. When using Anthem of Alacrity, it is incorrectly displays a visual effect centered on the player as they move around the scene. Skill only works currently on the area the skill is casted at. Now that portion's been fixed. Exit the building to observe the visual effects for Anthem of Alacrity, showing player observe the Anthem of Alacrity. Bard skill will not apply.
Jump down to the next one, Bergen.
Chris said in the last live stream that all Bard buffs are supposed to follow the caster. He said he would fix it and also increase the duration of the buff that the players receive. Not the spell duration, but the actual buff, which is very short.
Yes.
And fixed in release 87.
Yeah, not quite true. All right, next topic.
Next topic. Oops. The knockdown animation is not always applied on stuns. Also from Steve, I find myself doing repeated knockdowns lately because the mob does not always fall to the floor and lie there while stunned. I've noticed that despite still standing in front of me, their health bar shows them stunned, but if they have been stunned by knockdown, surely they should be knocked down onto the floor. Depends on where they get caught in the animation state, Steve. I mean, come on, it's just Shroud of the Avatar. But as a person that also relies on knockdowns, this is a true statement.
Yeah. Again, is targeting, as they say, is foobar. Absolutely, Tina.
Yeah, targeting is foobar. All kinds of things are foobar. Half of this game.
One big foobar.
Yeah.
All right, this one is from Psycho.
I gotta go figure out where the follow close is. Not stay. Follow.
Underneath follow.
And then I need to dismiss Tyrion. Okay, then Psycho. The Shroud math is strong with these people. Expect dig in increases spell crit instead of block. Shroud math strikes again. Details, it adds 0 to the stat card, steps cast dig in. And that was verified. Increases avoidance for friendly targets in a radius around the player. It doesn't say anything about the person performing it.
Yes. See how Shroud math works? You perform it, but it doesn't do anything for you. It only goes to the players around you.
Waste of XP skill, in my opinion. Should
And
apply
block
to you
modifier for the and block modifier for the caster. Huh? Half right. It's not doing nothing though. It's increasing spell crit instead. Verified. Thank you. Slight now.
Okay, where is dig in?
Dig in, I believe, is in the
Field.
heavy army. Heavy armor.
Yeah, it might be heavy armor.
I mean, it sounds like a very heavy armor thing to do. Would be to dig in.
It's not.
It is not in dig
Light armor?
in.
It's shield.
Oh, shield.
Oh, shield.
I don't have
Shield.
any shields.
Oh, I've got 1 point, and it's way dig in.
Increases avoidance for friendly targets in a radius around the player. Shield specializations provides, yeah,
an increased combat block modifier to the caster. Okay, let's go back to this. Scroll back up to the top. Spect dig in increases spell crit instead of block. So I'm going to go with Psycho being right and Alley-oop being half wrong. With her comment, it doesn't say anything for the person performing it. Yes, it does, because Psycho said he is specialized in it. Allie, wrong again.
yeah. Increase combat block modifier to the caster.
Yeah. The spell crit may be hitting because of calm state from standing still, but just a side note. I thought that too, but I waited to see. I don't think that's it. But I'm not 100% sure that the Shroud math is not completely foobarred on
The Shroud
lots of
math
skill.
is strong.
The Shroud
Yes.
math is
And
Wrong,
Allie,
wrong.
as much as we like what you do, you really need, if you're not 100% sure, you shouldn't be providing answers. Okay? Either
we will
you're
be
sure
investigating.
or you do not
Yeah.
know. Not one
Investigate.
or the other. Yeah. You're sure or you can't answer it because you don't know. Those are the only two options here. Not arguing that it does one thing and it's not doing the other thing that it's supposed to be doing because you're not 100% sure.
It's especially when you bring up the skills list and you look at dig in and it says shield specializations provides an increased combat block to the caster.
Yeah.
That right there, when the person says they are spec'd, that is your qualifier that they do have that, and they should be receiving this. And if you really wanted to test whether or not it was the calm skill, the stillness, you would simply do your modifier without having the dig in skill and with the digging skill and see if the modified number changes. Because both of them should be the stillness buff, but not the an additional spell crit. If it changes, then it's spell crit included. I do not have shield specialization in order to look at these things. But
Yeah, I don't have anything really in shields because I was never melee.
I have one shield.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I have a couple.
Answer.
I have a couple points in it. I mean, in shields, I actually have 247 points, but and never for anything that was anything really barely over 50. I got one that's 58 angles. I don't even know why I did that.
It's something.
Yeah.
If you carry a shield, I believe the angles help. Yeah, it's a great skill, so they will help if you just carry a shield.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway.
I don't carry a shield.
Yeah, neither do I.
Okay.
Okay, so that one's done. That one's
We
done.
covered quartz yesterday. We covered salvaging patterns. We did that the other day.
No, we didn't do those. There's actually
What?
there's three different ones in that.
What about the placing the spawner?
Oh, this
We did
one
not get to.
actually makes sense, so we can do this one real quick.
Can't place the chicken spawner inside the chicken coop. And spawners are flagged for ground. They have to be because the critter needs to have nav mesh to move. This is part of why I made separate nests for this release, so there'd be some to put in the coops.
Yes.
It would be nice if we could actually just make spawners invisible.
That too.
And that explains why the nests stay under the roadways if placed in a pot.
I have yet to see that actually happen in a POT.
You would have to place it underneath the a pot on or a paver on top of it, right?
I don't even think that works.
I don't know how you would do it. But
Yeah.
I'm sure the Shroud logic says that you too can do it.
But it would be nice to make like those carrots for the turkeys invisible. I mean, some of them make sense. Like the milk bowl for the cat makes absolute sense.
Yes.
The carrots for the turkeys doesn't make any sense.
Does not make sense. Yeah.
Carrots for the reindeer.
Bird seed for the turkeys would work.
Carrots for reindeer, kind of, but not really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Carrots for rabbits would make a lot more sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, otherwise, Bug Bunny would not know what's going on. Yeah, corn would make more sense. Yeah, it's Shroud logic.
If you get foxes one day as animal spawner, what the spawner is? A dead bunny?
Yes. Yes. Then you need a wolf spawner as well. And then it should be like a sheep.
Yeah, what would a spawner for
a dead sheep
be?
A spawner for a sheep?
Yeah.
Would be
grass.
Tuft of grass.
Yeah, just grass.
A spliff.
Yeah. A spliff. Okay, so since we have 3 different things related to
Yeah, we don't have time for all those
cloaks.
today.
We don't have times for those.
So let's go to blind and let's get that one out of the way because that's just a quick.
Please consider making it so that higher level enemies are not immune to blind.
Fair point or not?
So that would actually they actually need to change the blind mechanic completely.
I thought
You know
the
why?
blind mechanic caused aggro.
Confusion.
Oh, is it confusion? We got
Yeah,
another skill I don't use.
yeah. Well, hold on. Let's go back to the skill list real quick. Let's go to the Sun Tree for blind. Increases the accuracy of your attack against a target. Shouldn't it have a negative effect to the target? It's blind. It should have a negative modifier to its attack. But no, Shroud of the Hafthar, it only increases your attack against the target.
Yes. I actually have 17 points in that, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Believe it
Yes.
or not.
We have discussed that Mogul ad nauseum. Ad nauseum, because Shroud of the Hafthar. But you know what time it is about to be, lass?
Yes.
Anytime.
Time for us to start getting out of here.
Yeah, you know, Mogul, in all reality, from what I can recall, your best bet for skill levels is actually to be right around 80 in all your skills. To have the most effective.
I disagree with that.
Yeah, well, because you don't get, you don't have to go into the crazy numbers of getting from 81 to 100. 1. 2, you can get the up to 5 charges at 80, and you can still get the pack the punch because the curve of the gains that you get between 80 and 100 and 120 is so minuscule. You know, is it really worth it? Yeah.
Well, I mean, I still am deeply troubled by the let's GM everything
Yeah. Well,
methodology, other than in offline mode, because so many game systems don't actually work as intended, and that would be your opposing skill trees are supposed to raise and lower, but they only raise until you get into something like the actual skill
Guy Blabber is going to be getting
of the warding skill. That's the only thing
bundle.
that drops the attunement for another skill.
Yeah, if attunements actually work properly.
Yeah, attunements don't work properly. But Steve is going to be receiving my streamer bundle.
Just out of curiosity.
Thank you.
Did you watch any of that video that was posted by, I think it was, who was it?
I watched the
Sentinel?
one about the fist.
The Scars of Honor?
Oh, I did not watch that at all.
Oh. Well, I just wanted to point out that I did watch a few minutes of it, and one of the first things they addressed was that they were going to have factions. 2 factions right off the bat was one of the first things they addressed in this upcoming game. But I'm not looking into that. Again, I just bought a new game for the first time in ages, and I'm waiting for GTA 6, which I may not get if they go. Rumor is GTA 6 is going to go sub only, and if that happens,
Oh, that
well
sucks.
then, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not spending $100 on a game that just to have it go sub on me. So um, that
But
sucks.
Suzanne won a $20 game in Nova Lands.
Okay, very cool. And I'm going to close out the final game key giveaway. Yeah, that's the word on the street. There is no official word. It's just a rumor at this point for GTA 6 Twip. But Tina O'Near getting my game key. Let's get over to the game keys and see what Tina is going to get for himself. And Tina is going to get a copy of Siegebreaker. Siegebreaker on Steam. And let's see how much that is. That looks like it's going to be a $12 game. Congratulations, Tina. Getting himself a $12 game on Steam. So congratulations to you. Let me get this to you. And then we are going to be getting out of here. Let me check my calendar for anything. Yes, daylight savings is on Sunday, Saturday night, 2 a.m. So don't forget to set your clocks forward so that you don't miss us on Monday right here on NBNN. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
I'm Stu.
Okay.
And this is NBNN. Have a great weekend, everybody, and we'll see you
You
all
too.
on Monday.
Bye, everybody.